it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. Item number 1.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from September 27th.
Oh. I'll second that with the addition of filling in the motion by Commissioner, I guess, Warren, to recess the Commissioners' meeting and open the salary board at, and it was still 9 o'clock if I remember correctly.
Are you fine with those corrections?
Yes.
Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item 2.
Make a motion to approve item number 2 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, seconded by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 2 on the agenda to approve the cash disbursements and electronic payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item 3.
Make a motion to approve item number 3 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 3 on the agenda to ratify and approve the following seminar or travel requests or payment requests. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 4 on the agenda to ratify the hiring of Levi Schmidt, Paulson, to the open part-time position of corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried.
Make a motion to approve item number 5 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 5 on the agenda to ratify the hiring of Paul Sieben from Susquehanna to the open part-time position of correction officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 6.
Make a motion to approve item number 6 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 6 on the agenda to approve the hiring of John Gazillo of Springville to the open full-time union position of custodian. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Item 7.
Make a motion to approve item number 7 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 7 on the agenda to approve the purchase of a 2017 utility police interceptor from New Holland Ford, at a price of $39,965, CoStar's pricing. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item 8.
Make a motion to approve item number 8 is listed on the agenda.
Second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 8 on the agenda, approve the following purchase of service agreements between Susquehanna County Service for Children and Youth and Families United Network Incorporated, Muncie, PA. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 9.
Make a motion to approve item number 9 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 9 on the agenda to sign the memorandum of understanding between Susquehanna County Commissioners, Susquehanna County Juvenile Probation, and Susquehanna Community School District. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Item 10.
Make a motion to approve item number 10 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 10 on the agenda to renew the lease between Susquehanna County and Susquehanna County Commissioners Conservation District being January 1st, 2018 through December 31st, 2018 at a sum of $15,000 per year. This is the lease for their office space. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 11.
I make a motion to approve item number 11 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 11, to enter an agreement with the Central Bradford Progress Authority to provide management of the county's economic development activities from January 1st, 2018 to effective December 1st, 2018, sum of $119 per year, and it's paid quarterly. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 12.
Make a motion to approve item number 12 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 12 on the agenda, to approve the revised fee schedule for services for the Susquehanna Coroner's Office effective December 1st, 2017, for the recommendation of Coroner Anthony Connerton. Is that attached or no? We need a copy of that attached to the minutes and made available to the public. What was the increase, Tony?
I think there was only two that were increases, the cremation authorization going from 25 to 35, and there was one other fee that we changed. That was the main difference.
Okay.
Just to be in line with all the other counties.
Let's see.
Keep going.
That's fine. All right, any other questions, comments? All in favor? Aye. Item 13.
Make a motion to approve item number 13 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 13 on the agenda, adopt resolution 2017-05, authorizing the Susquehanna County Housing Redevelopment Authority to file for a proposal for Pennsylvania housing affordability and rehabilitation enhancement funds for housing rehabilitation effective October 11, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item 14.
Make a motion to approve item number 14 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to adopt resolution 2017-06, entering into a cooperative agreement with Trehab for administration of Pennsylvania Housing Affordability and Rehabilitation Enhancement Program effective October 11, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 15.
Make a motion to approve item number 15 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 15 on the agenda, to adopt resolution 2017-07, entering into a cooperative agreement with Susquehanna County Housing Redevelopment Authority for administration of Pennsylvania Housing Affordability and Rehabilitation Enhancement Program for effective October 11, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 16.
Make a motion to approve item number 16 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 16 on the agenda, adopt resolution 2017-08, authorizing Trehab to file a proposal for Pennsylvania Housing Affordability and Rehabilitation Enhancement Funds for rental and utility assistance effective October 11, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 17.
Make a motion to approve item number 17 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 17 on the agenda, to adopt resolution 2017-09, authorizing Trehab to file a proposal for Pennsylvania Housing Affordability and Rehabilitation Enhancement Funds for down payment and closing cost assistance effective October 11, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 18.
Make a motion to approve item number 18 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 18 on the agenda, to approve proclamation 2017-15 designating October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Susquehanna County. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Do Sally now, or which one after? All right. Any public comment? Yes.
I had a question on number 11, county's economic development activities. What type of activities does that Like, I guess, what does that mean?
It covers, they do, the Progress Authority does a lot of the grant writing for us. They've helped us get probably over $1 million worth of grants last year. There is also a revolving loan fund that they have too that allows new businesses or current businesses that are trying to expand, gives them the opportunity to get money at a lower interest rate to help them get started and get moving. But a lot of it is the grant writing and the trying to help businesses that come in, connecting them with funding sources and things like that.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes.
One, I wanted to just ask if you knew if there's anything, not to bring up gas companies, but my neighbors had a fire over the winter, and there was a pond that's real close by, and it couldn't be used, and it sat there for I don't know how many years. One, they sit there and they don't have, as far as I know, they don't have any circulation. So I'm kind of wondering about, you know, the mosquito breeding content that's in there. And two, is there any way to work out something with these gas companies that these ponds are just sitting there for a while? If somebody's house is burning down, that somehow they could be opened up to be used to help put these fires out?
Do you know whose pond it is?
That one, I believe, is Chesapeake.
And whereabouts is this thing located?
That one's between East Rush and East Rush Road and Elk Lake Road.
All right, I'll have to check on that and see what, I mean, I don't understand why they couldn't use it, the fire companies couldn't use it.
Well, I think,
Because they've been, the fire company, or the gas companies have always worked with us as far as, especially if we've gotten into remote areas and had fires, they would bring their water tankers and help supply water for the fires too.
and I would have asked, you know, the local, like Jessup Township, but I'm thinking that, you know, this is probably an issue in more areas than just Jessup Township.
Yeah, yeah.
So
You
that's
know how
why-
big of a pond it is, or is it just a small holding pond, or?
It is a holding pond. They just recently drained it because originally they didn't even have the pumps on it, and they just came in this year and put the pumps and stuff on it, so they did actually just now use it. But I think it sat there for a good 3 years not doing anything. And you know, during the winter, if they're not using it, why not be able to use these ponds that are throughout our county to help put people's, you know, house, because they lost everything, and if they had water right there, they could have at least saved, you know, part of their interior stuff, and their garage was excellent for the longest time.
Right.
And they just ended up losing everything.
Now, I'll have our public safety department reach out to the gas companies and find out about these holding ponds and what we can do to try and gain access for the emergency firefighters.
Thank you.
Make anything else? Yes.
I just wanted to introduce myself and Colleen to everybody here. We have what's called the Lyme Disease Coalition. We've been active about a year, and it's because Lyme is such a huge issue in this county and the surrounding counties. So we've been doing a lot of education and outreach to people. And about three years ago, was the task force set up? There was a task force set up for the county, and we were on it. We did some excellent presentations. And then it kind of petered out. So Colleen and I have been thinking about, okay, what can we do to give some solid education and help and progress in this county? So we decided to pursue a 501c3 status, nonprofit. And we're at that point where we now have been recognized with this status, and we would like to streamline things so that we can maybe better serve the county and provide for some accountability with the services we provide. And we're gonna be trying to raise money so that we can pursue these issues. So that's our question today. Do you think that's a possibility in Susquehanna County?
Anybody got any comments? Well, I guess my question would be is, I guess, I don't know how many different groups there are now. There's your group, and the task force group, and is there another group too, or is it?
Module support group, we started that several years ago.
Is that part of your group, or is that?
Well, I helped Phyllis set it up, but since we moved on to start doing this stuff, Phyllis is running that on her own now. That's more, the support group is more, geared towards just giving opening up monthly meetings, giving support group meetings, and she still has speakers and things like that coming in. We have talked to her about working together on different things. But what I found throughout the county too, when we're going out, is a lot of people are making comments that they're not sure who they should be funding. Number one, and I let them know, as far as I know, we're the only 501c3 that can actually take funds. I know the county is not allowed to do any fundraising. So we're kind of hoping that maybe we could work it out somehow that we maybe are the go-to as far as the fundraising type things, and we can help set up some of these other speaking arrangements and things that are happening. We do have one program that we have working right now, and that's our prevention program. And we have a lot of good things going on there, and we could actually use, combine these groups into one and kind of be the overseer or the go-to for the accountability for it all. So that it all would end up, hopefully, it would better, I think it would better let people know that there is a 501c3, that their their donations would be tax deductible. And we can help these other groups get up some of the things that they want to do by being able to, and they can help us do some of the fundraising that we need to do. I just think that if we merge things together, it might be more beneficial for the county.
How many people are on your board?
3.
So would you be looking to increase your board and try and bring other people on with these other groups when you do the consolidation, or?
Well, we're looking at auxiliary groups, actually. The way we'd like to set it up is to, like Phyllis is doing the module support group. We want to get, and we did do a couple of pilot programs with support groups. Halstead turned out real well. There's a couple of places that did, so then we would want to have another group that works on things like the presentations that we've done in the past, and help the task force do, like the outbreak public,
Bring in speakers.
Yeah, bringing in speakers and things like that. Well, that's the way we want to do it, is kind of set up auxiliary groups to do some of these functions.
Anybody else? Got any other comments on this issue?
I think it's a great thing with their, that they move forward to make it a 501c3, and they've been very active, I know, at Tractor Supply, showing up on Saturdays and informing people, and
we're working with
I've
other
seen
groups
them in
too, like
action.
suicide awareness, because with Lyme disease, we find that a lot of people are, feeling left out and desperate. So we've worked with suicide awareness, and there was another group recently that we worked with. And then we just had attended a health fair in Bradford County to help, spread the word, and we're finding out that there was a lot of people down there.
Everywhere we go, people are coming up to us, and they've either been sick themselves, or they have family members sick. I just talked to a lady yesterday who has a child in college who had a friend that had died of a heart issue out of the blue. They did the autopsy, come to find out this child had Lyme disease. It's chilling. Everywhere I go, I'm stopping and talking to people. Everybody is ill with this. And people don't understand the disease. They don't understand how they get it. They don't understand how prevalent it is. They don't understand how to get the care they need. And the care is very hard to come by.
Any other comments? Any recommendations, or? Any ideas? All right. Ms. I need a motion to adjourn, move to the salary board.
I'll make that motion at 9:19.
All in favor? Aye. And adjourn, we are to the salary board. Salary board's open. Item number 1.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the September 27th meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 1 on the agenda, approve the minutes of the September 27th meeting. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 2.
Make a motion to create the position of a non-union full-time forensic case coordinator / deputy coroner, starting salary of $30,000. After 6 months review and attaining goals and milestones set forth by the coroner, the salary will increase to $31,500. Upon determination by the coroner, this person has the ability to handle most case investigations on their own. The salary will increase to $34,000. A minimum 40-hour work week, 6 months probation period with benefits according to government mandated requirements and the county policy manual effective October 11th. This motion also eliminates the current position of administrative assistant / deputy coroner effective January 2nd, 2018, per my recommendation.
I'll second that.
Motion by Coroner Anthony Connerton, second by Commissioner Warren. To approve item 2, to create the position of non-union full-time forensic case coordinator, deputy coroner. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Any public comment to the salary board? Hearing none. Item 4.
Make a motion to close salary board.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to close the salary board. All in favor? Aye. Closed.